deposit when you've got a fucking criminal record. As long as all three of us put together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I got a criminal record. I was arrested.
What a unit and slashing, mate.
I've got convictions on my record that shouldn't even fucking be there.
Convictions on what?
I've got convictions that I shouldn't even have.
Yeah.
On my record.
I got accused of being a paedophile.
Paedophile?
Yeah.
I remember you saying about
and the police watched all my... Someone accused me of being a kiddie fiddler. So the police are making porno films with little kiddies or something. So the police arrested me. And they watched all my films, all my VHS movies for about 4 months. Literally 4 months. Right until Christmas Eve, or day before Christmas Eve, I think it was. Because I got accused of being a kiddie fiddler. And the police, they gave me back every film I made. They gave me all my films back, every single one. Because it was a load of bullshit. Because I've got all the teenagers, like, for about 10 years, smoking pot, getting stoned, getting high, getting drunk, having fun, playing games, singing and shit. It's all on my fucking videotapes. But the police watched every film I ever made, so fuck them. So that's my criminal bit. Oh. Mind you, I did get away with a good one though. I did quite a nice heist for about 2.5. No, it must be. No, it was a lot more than that. Because Dave bought a motorbike. Must have been about 20 grand I made in one heist. It went on for about 2 years. Well, I was working down in a petrol garage, W. Waters line. I was a petrol garage cashier. And me and my mate Dave, what we used to do, little trick Dave showed me. You wait until we've got about 50, 60 quid in the till, like, on the pumps, like, yeah? And you take the money, right? And then you still got 50 quid left on the till. And then all of a sudden there's a quick power cut and all the lights go off for about 2 seconds. They go back on, and there's no record of that 60 quid. Me and Dave used to do this about 3 times a night sometimes. 2 or 3 times a night. Me and Dave. And this was 1991 sort of thing, 92. 91, 1992. Me and Dave Sugg, we had about the biggest fucking heist. It was Dave Sugg actually. Actually, what Dave used to do is he used to read my poetry as well. Dave used to read my poetry. Dave Sugg, when we were petrol garage attendants, he was a motorbike bloke. Loved his motorbike. Anyway, he wanted to read my poems. Like he was quite a sort of like butch guy, man. So Big Dave, like Dave Sugg.
Big Dave.
So I let him the poems, and what he did, because he's actually a fantastic writer. He's a very artistic. He writes calligraphy, does beautiful calligraphy. He's a fine writer, like he paints like the monks used to in the fucking old days, the beautiful handwriting. And what he used to do was he wrote all my poetry out. Sham, can you turn the heat off, please? He wrote all my poetry out in calligraphy, like.
Nice.
And then he framed them. We bought frames, and he framed them. And we used to sell my poetry in the petrol garage. That was 92. Dave Sugg. He used to write out all my poetry in calligraphy, like. And we used to frame the pictures, the poems. But we actually used to sell my poetry in the petrol garage in Jet Hatfield, W. Waters it was. But we used to sell my poetry, right, in the petrol garage, right? About, a couple of quid at a time.
It's alright.
And then, what we used to do, right, with the petrol pumps, you wait until there's about, on a busy night, they wait until there's about 4 cars there, like, and they pump up the petrol, 20 quid each, 20, 40, 60, 80 pounds in standard. Right, stand by. And so Dave takes the money, puts it in the till, right. And then all of a sudden, I pull the switch, the main power switch that's around the corner, like. Then I pull the power switch, and the power goes off, and the power goes back up, and there's no money on the till, and 80 pounds goes in. Me, I make 40 quid. Dave makes 40 quid.
That's fraud.
We used to do it every day. in the petrol garage. We used to do it every day, right, when we work in the petrol garage at nights.
That's fraud.
No, I know. Me and Dave Sugg. It was me and Dave Sugg. We must have made about 20, 30 grand out of it over about 2 years, I think it was. Every sort of like night, we had a power cut, and all of a sudden, 100 quid goes in our
Whoever
pockets.
was managing the finances must have been retards going that they're getting a certain amount of petrol.
They wouldn't know. They wouldn't know because we kept turning the power.
Yeah, but they're getting a certain amount
right.
of fueling bill.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Certain amount of money.
Fair enough. Let me finish my story. Yeah.
There's a massive gap.
Well, there was always a gap because they got used to it. They probably didn't notice it because that noodles. You know.
Means they're fucking.
I know. Me and Dave used to turn the power off and fucking about 100 quid a night. And Dave actually came in one day with a brand new motorbike. He goes swanning into the fucking garage, and he's got this beautiful brand new motorbike, great big huge fucking beautiful motorbike. So Dave. He should have just spent his money like because he was saving up for a motorbike. And he bought his beautiful motorbike in the one day and they was like, oh, you smug git.
Perks of the job,
You
eh?
smug git. Yeah, exactly. That's funny. And then anyway, later Dave left. Well, I think Dave left first, or did I leave first? I can't remember. No, actually I think Dave left before me. But then I got threatened by the manager saying, you look like a hippie. I got a letter saying.
So you robbed
I got sacked. He actually got sacked from. They actually sacked me.
Didn't you see
They warned me and they said, yeah, well, you're wearing. You got long hair. I was accused by Walters Garage.
Yeah, they
of having
discriminated.
of having long hair. Yeah, but I laughed my socks off. You've got long hair, a goatee beard, and round tinted spectacles. This appearance is not satisfactory to our company and the majority of our customers. Unless you cut your hair and shave off your beard and take off your dangly earrings and your glasses and hippie stuff, we're going to sack you. So I said, all right, go ahead, mate. And he sacked me. And I got sacked for having long hair, a goatee beard, and round tinted spectacles. I got sacked for having long hair, a goatee beard, and round tinted spectacles. And I took them to an industrial tribunal, and I made 1,500 quid out of that. I made another 1,500 quid out of that. Even though, funny thing is, that's what they sacked me for, having long hair, a goatee beard. Yeah. No, that's what's so funny though, and round tinted spectacles. The truth is though, me and Dave had just robbed them of about 30,000 quid. Me and Dave, I think about 20 or 30,000 quid each. That's each, by the way. Me and Dave Sugg, we just robbed the fuckers about 20 or 30,000 quid. And we robbed them for about 30,000 quid over 2 years, like, over a couple of years. And then I got sacked for having long hair, a goatee beard, and round tinted spectacles. Anyway, where are you going to sleep tonight then, mate?
Fuck knows. I'll find somewhere.
You'll have the sofa, but I'm going to have to kick you out at 6 because I've got to go to work.
I've already spoken to you about that 3 times, Bill. So you don't need to say it again.
No, there's still that bloke down in the town centre as well, though, isn't there? And he just sits there. He just sits there. I'm thinking, he's not even trying to find himself somewhere to sleep. Dude, if I was homeless and no one would fucking give me a roof, I would fucking find a bit of shelter somewhere where I can put my under a bridge or something, maybe.
You think that
I'd probably
when you've done it for a long period of time and it's cold,
yeah, I can imagine.
Wet, you're hungry.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. During the day, during the day, I'd be looking for somewhere to live, going to shelter, going to the council, going to here, going there, go to the politicians, walk into the Conservative Club and say, I'm homeless, what are you going to do about it?
Oh, yeah.
And then if they don't do nothing about it, then I'd go to the fucking newspapers and say, look, I'm homeless, I've got nowhere to live. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
The Hemel Hempstead paper, the Gazette, their local Gazette. I slept outside the council, the Coram Council Borough, Hemel Hempstead. I slept outside there in a sleeping bag a week solid. I'm not even joking. I said, look, you're telling me you can't find nowhere for me to live. All right, cool. I've made my bed. I'll lie in it.
They're not find you a place.
What happened?
Bang.
No, what happened, Nate?
Now listen to this. They're umming and ahhing.
Look at the camera.
They're having discussions about trying to put me up into a bed and breakfast or a hotel.
What's in Owens?
Pardon?
What did you say?
I slept outside Hemel Hempstead, which is the Coram Council Borough of Hemel Hempstead. I slept outside there a week solid in a sleeping bag because they couldn't help me. They couldn't do anything for me. But yet they're having all these discussions, putting me through different agencies, this, that and the other.
What was the point of having a council if they can't house it?
Exactly.
You know?
But what makes me laugh, there's these people coming straight off the boat, not even
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
not even
Immigrants.
intentions looking for work.
You've got all this immigration.
They just want to rape and pillage England.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? And England can't even help her own fucking country.
Yeah,
and
but,
her own people.
But you should help your own people. That's what I've always said this. Before you have immigration of any kind, you should house the people who live in this fucking country first. You know, the Britons.
That's why I never signed up to the army. What am I fighting for? A fucking phony war?
Yeah, but I mean,
fighting for a lost cause.
You should house the people who are born here before you have anyone else. Before you have to start having immigration. If you can't house the homeless, then why have immigration? It's a bit insulting.
But that's what I mean. They come straight off the boat.
I've got nothing against them.
Or wherever.
But the point is,
and yet they
you should house the homeless first, and they never did that.
Do you know what I mean?
But it's fuck all anyone.
That's what I'm saying. When I tell you, right, I've got family all up and down this country, yet they don't want to bother with me. That's cool. They do their thing. But yet, when I'm trying to get housed, like I don't even talk to family, which is irrelevant. But I've got local connections. But yet, I still can't get housed. But yet, there's about 50 coming straight off the boat, and they get a place like that. They get a job like that. Take advantage of this and that. Wow.
It's not right, is it?
Fuck them all. MP, Her Majesty, the whole shebang, the government. Fuck them all.
Well, Queen Elizabeth II Hospital is in the right pig state. Leaf, cut his little finger, and he went up to QT and they wouldn't even sew it up. There was no doctors to sew up a fucking wound.
I went to get my head glued.
What? You wouldn't glued?
Glued. I needed 4 stitches. I got slapped with a knife in my head.
Oh, yes, you did that a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? What happened?
Basically, I was selling some cocaine, and a rival, he tried basically robbing me. Didn't give him nothing, and he pulled out a knife.
And what did the QE2 do?
Didn't do nothing for me. Sorry, I didn't go to the QE2. I went to go Watford General. They're telling me I've got to fill in all these forms. Wait until I can be...
Bleed all over the forms, that's what I'd do. I'd just bleed all over the forms. Cut your head.
Even though it's only a little scar on my head, but when I say that was so deep, and you couldn't even see my face, I was covered in blood.
You should just bled all over the paper and say I can't really write.
I was bleeding everywhere, but yet I wasn't.
Yeah, but you should just bled all over the paper and say, look, I can't really write this paper.
So what I done,
because I'm bleeding too much.
I didn't see any doctor or nurse or anyone.
Crazy.
I went back home and I got some eyelash glue. I borrowed some of Ellie's eyelash glue and I glued my head together.
Oh shit.
I'm not gonna lie, it burnt like fuck.
Oh, that is scary.
It worked.
That's weird.
Still left a scar though, but...
Yeah, we all have our scars.
But look at that though, it's
healed up quite well actually, yeah. Yeah, it looks good.
Mind you, it was quite thick.
Yeah.
I put the glue in there like putty, it was burning.
Yeah. Let's start a button there.
But hopefully I'll find somewhere to live.
Well, that's it.
Because if not, and then I'll just have to do the old mental health. I think I'm going to chuck the sponge in. I've had enough.
What's the mental health?
Play the suicide card. I've lost the willpower to live.
No, don't.
Just chat shit to him. I've lost the willpower. I'm going to chuck the sponge in.
Mikey did that. He cut himself quite a lot. I had to deal with all that. That wasn't nice.
But that's what I'm saying. I'll even say to the local MP or whoever.
Go down there. Your grant snaps, isn't it? The local MP. Can't you house the homeless? You're supposed to be the representative.
You've got all these charities like Salvation Army.
I hate charities.
Hope.
You know I hate charities.
Shelter and all these.
Well, Shelter's a good one.
They actually don't do fuck all. Imagine.
No, did you just say you hate charity?
On the whole, yeah.
The
Buy all
only
your clothes
charity.
from charity shops.
I would actually buy. I do buy my clothes from charity shops, but I won't give money to charity.
The
You're
only
giving
money,
money
I
to charity
give
by
to
buying the
charity
clothes.
is the Peace Hospice, People's Dying Wishes. That's the only charity I ever consider
Well, I think
leaving money to. give
Charity
to.
is the job of the government.
But other than that, charity begins at home.
Charity is an excuse for the rich people to beg on the poor. You've got this fucking teddy bear shit coming up in here. Charity is an excuse for millionaire celebrities.
That's what I'm
beg
saying.
on
It
the
makes
poor.
me laugh as well.
It makes me
Relief.
sick.
This,
It makes
that,
me
and the
sick
other.
that millionaire
Telling me Africa
celebrities,
hasn't
multi-millionaires,
got a well
beg
by
on the
now
poor
after we
for
send
charity in the year
millions.
2015.
They need millions and fucking millions.
That makes
as
me
well.
sick.
So constantly.
When
knocking each other up.
multi-millionaire
Yeah,
They can't
celebrities
afford Johnnies.
like Terry
Yeah,
fucking
but what makes me
Wogan
laugh, like you see, like
beg
these
on the
African
poor
cities,
people.
like Kenya in there, yeah. Bro, you want to see the
charity.
shopping.
When the poor people are up to their necks in debt,
They're not as poor as they.
and you're a multi-millionaire,
All that money
begging
that's going
on a
over
poor
there.
person.
Kitting them out with cheap clothes.
Oh, look at these sick kiddies, says Terry
Africa's still
Wogan.
fucking booming in the sugar trade.
Look at
Africa's
these
diamonds.
sick
But
children,
These diamonds,
says Terry Wogan.
mine's are owned by people
I'm a
living in
multi-millionaire
fucking America,
with 50 million quid in
other
my
rich
pocket.
countries.
And I want you poor people to give me your money. See this little
Like,
teddy bear?
you get strip search.
So I can help these sick children.
Minimum wage if they
So I need your money to help me feed these sick children.
Rock after rock
Because I'm a
after
generous
Like,
multi-millionaire.
Rock like this
It is
big,
sick
just
that
goes
Terry
down. World's
Wogan
biggest diamond.
is a multi-millionaire.
I'd
50
smash it in
million
half,
quid
smash
in his
it in
pocket.
half, make sure it
And he,
fits,
every
man.
year he begs on
I'm
poor
telling
people for charity.
Like, and that don't sound
There's
pretty,
children
but
in
yeah,
need.
I've gone
Sick
bad
in the
I've gone
fucking
to
head.
jail with ounces found from my
Terry Wogan is sick.
Yeah, bro.
A multi-millionaire begging on the poor people for charity. Don't you see anything wrong with that fact? All you need is a 10% millionaire tax. Did you know if you had one single 10% millionaire tax across the board,
All these millionaires,
then every
motherfucker.
single millionaire would have to pay 10%.
I wouldn't even want
In
to
fact,
be
just a
millionaire.
10% tax for everybody.
Comfortable.
How about a simple 10%
Nah,
tax?
not even. Money
What's
can't buy you
10% of
happiness,
nothing?
guys. Like,
Nothing.
see me, I want to live comfortable.
What's 10%
It wouldn't buy me
of
happiness, but I'm already happy. I'd just be
a
even
pound?
happier.
10p?
Everything all paid.
What's
for,
10%
you
of
gotta
£1,000?
care Really.
£10. What's 10% of £1 million?
But even if you worked in a bank and you took a
£100,000.
penny out of everybody's account, guys, you'll be laughing.
I hate charity. I believe in tax. I think you should have a 10% tax for everybody. So that if you're poor, you pay nothing. In fact, if you're poor, you'd get paid. Because 10% of nothing is nothing. 10% of minus £10 is £20. So if you've got minus £10, you'd have to be given £20.
Minus £11. Minus £1.
No, it's only 10% tax for everything.
10% of 10 is
If
1.
you're in the minuses, you get paid £10.
I don't pay tax, I don't know.
No, you don't get paid.
I collect it though.
But I mean, if you had 10% tax and everything was 10%, that'd be fine. And then you'd have more money than you'd possibly imagine. If you give me 10% of your money, I'll be very happy. Give me 10% of nothing, I'll be very happy. You ain't got nothing. I think you don't need charity. All you need is one single 10% tax.
So,
No, I'm talking. Will you talk?
no?
I can. Anything else you want to say? No, turn it off. So who have you been trying to find a place to live with then anyway? No?
Watford Borough Council, Decorum Council. I've gone down to, spoken to, what's that lady? What's that company's name? I can't even remember.
Haven't you been to our count, Hatfield?
I've spoken to a lady today in the town centre over that Welling and Hatfield, because
Yeah.
she said I've got no local connections.
All right.
They can't help me.
Right.
So
You can mention my name. You can say you have. Yes, you have got local connections. You got me.
yeah, even if Bill, even I said my mum lives in Watford, my sisters lives in Watford.
Your pals live in Hatfield. You can give them my name,
I
man.
still can't even get housed, Bill.
Yeah, but you could give him my name and I could sponsor you. Or
Bill,
something
I
like
could even give him your name. I could give him the Queen's name and say, look, yeah, you've known me for how many years, whatever. It's still not good enough for them.
Crazy.
Imagine that.
And how to get a roof over your head. There should at least be sort of like homeless shelters.
That's what I'm saying. If they can't house me, that's cool. I'll just do a madness. That's what I'm saying. I'll just get loads of drugs again and just sell them.
Rob a bank again.
No, I'm not even trying that again. That was so goddamn stupid.
Do something stupid so they put you inside for a couple of days. Then they got. Don't they have a responsibility to house you when they let you out of prison?
Yeah, you'd think that, wouldn't you? Oh,
You would
our
think.
aim's to do this.
Yeah, actually, you would think when you get out of prison.
Listen, I've spent 5 years behind the door,
Yeah.
all my sentence, all in total, and they've housed me once, and admittedly, I fucked that up.
Right.
They got me into a shared accommodation in Bedford.
Yeah.
And I fucked that up.
What happened?
Bringing prostitutes back there and being stupid.
Oh, right. But I mean, you should be housed if you come out of prison.
But yeah, they all say this prison rehabilitates you, this and that. We're there to rehabilitate you back into the community.
But the community
That's
is worse than.
shit.
But the community is worse than the prison, and it's an easier life than the prison. I suppose.
Do you know what? I'm not even joking. I know this sounds sad, but
You get more sex
I
inside.
was living better in prison than I am right now.
Yeah.
No, nothing to worry about. I had my phone. I was selling drugs. I had income. You know what I mean? Not a care in the world. I come out. I get unnecessary stresses. Unnecessary, untold. But it's alright. That's what I'm saying. They don't help me. I'll pull out that suicide card. I'll tell him straight, I'm going to chuck this phone. Help me.
Oh, I've got a hell of a cold. You got the colds, weren't you, Nate?
Yeah. Huh?
I'm not very well at the moment, so I went back to work today, so that's good.
Yeah.
It's good to be back at work, but I don't feel very well.
Did ya?
Hey? Anything else you want to put this bit of tape or stuff to stop it?
No, I'm going to go for a piss.
So you've not had no luck yet?
No luck. Hopefully things will look up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the YMCA is supposed to be quite good, someone said.
My friend lives in there.
Yeah.
They were the ones who told me that the garden fucking for me.
Oh.
Did they? Oh,
What
right.
about Welling Garden City?
Yeah.
Pear Tree Lane?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't do fuck all to me.
Why? Where'd it go back?
Because they don't want to get off their asses and actually do something.
Tell me about it. I've got one shitty head cold at the moment. I hate
You've got a
it.
head cold.
Yeah, I wanted to visit my dad. I want to visit my dad again. I saw him on Saturday, but I can't go to the hospital. I can't go to the hospital when I got a head cold because he's not very well. Like,
Right, no?
and the last thing I'd want is for my daddy to get the cold. 82 now, you say. Yeah, so all right. So that's what they said. That you're not that they can't help you. What's the point of having them then? What's the point of their fucking job? You're right, Luke. Yeah, I've got to turn this film off in a minute. Just waiting for Nate so we can finish the film.
Huh?
I'm waiting for you to finish the film. Or they want to finish it. You done it?
Ain't it finished?
Nah. I was waiting for you to get back. Don't worry about it. I'll stop it now. Finish it now. Anyway, you got a general idea. Poor Nate's homeless, got nowhere to live. No one's going to help him. But he's just trying to find somewhere to live like that. That other bloke was just sitting down the screen.
It showed you just bottom back.
So what would you like to say? I'm going to the toilet. You finish the film.
Fuck all your local councils. That's what I want to add. Oh.
The space was warm though, wasn't it? The library. No one in there.
It's on that internet for fucking ages.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets bitchiness in here, isn't it? People tell me to shut the fuck up. Well, fuck off. What's wearing here? I don't know.
See, some old geezer come in,
Where?
sitting there in that. What's that place called? Space.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it's called.
I've never been in there, mate.
Well, I went in there, imagine, had a coffee and then sat there. Sharon done it. Some old geezer in there.
Would you see Sharon down there?
Yeah.
No, I took him in. It was in the library. Yeah.
Well, fuck it, go for a coffee, why not?
It was cold, wasn't it?
Freezing.
I went home and made one myself. It was warmer.
In it, they tried giving me these hot water urns to make a coffee. I said, this is lukewarm. I made them fill up the finger for what the
The hot kettle.
Well, even out of the kettle, it was like it was out straight out the tap. Fucking thing.
Sick house.
Oh, that's not nice.
This is the sick house. No, wait, no, there you go. We're not very well.
Here, really.
We've all got head colds tonight and we're not very well, so I'll stop this now, yeah?
Got lurgy.
It is what it is.